brother.
All right, y'all.
Put that up.
Yeah, we'll put it up.
Right.
Okay, so what's up? It's been a hot minute. It's been a heat ass minute, dude.
It has been. It's been a while.
Where have we been?
Oh, I missed this.
Did you miss this?
I did.
Cool. Just joking. Hey, this shit's stressful.
It made my life. You know what I mean? I'm saying.
I feel you, dog. But yeah, it's been a hot minute. Been gone. You know, it's a busy time. Well, not really. It's not really busy for me at all. But
we just live life.
You just gotta live life sometimes.
Yeah.
You get to take a week off, get things in order.
Yeah.
Last week was Fiesta for our native San Antonians. Sorry. So
those of you that don't know, Fiesta is a 2-week party that we have here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So we know some of y'all are listening from other parts of the world. So
bullshit.
Just want to fill you in.
You mean Derek in Zimbabwe, bro?
Yeah, dude, of course. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Derek, I need you to fly in and let us know when you're coming during Fiesta time.
You can't fly over that party.
Okay, well, roll in and then we'll go to Fiesta with you, bro, and you can see what it's all about.
2020, if we're still around.
Yeah, we'll still be around.
On the Mayans, bro.
Damn.
Anyway, it's been a pretty action-packed weekend. If you're into like cool shit like Game of Thrones and Avengers, between those two things, dude, first off, I went to go see Avengers with my nephew, right? On Thursday at 6:30. He's like the biggest Avengers fan I know. It's like the cutest thing ever. And I was like, all right, I'll take you to see Avengers, and it was the best time. And
Theo.
No, I don't know Theo, bro. I'm still like an uncle. I'm Uncle Tree, all right? Hashtag Uncle Tree. And no. Oh fuck. All right.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, we went to the movies to go watch Avengers, and my sister made us little snack bags, so I snuck in snacks.
Dang.
All fucking loud with the king size Twix, bro.
Legit Mexican.
Legit.
So just so you know, this is probably going to be spoiler heavy. I know some people are saying you need to wait, but
bro, it's been 2 days. The movie grossed $1.2 billion.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, you deserve to get it spoiled.
Yeah. So
anyway, there's this big scene where all the fucking Avengers ever, like Stan Lee was in the back chilling, dude. They all came out of the little like time circle things that Doctor Strange. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know all the terms. But
the time circles,
the little yellow bars, they come right out of there like a ring. Anyway, my nephew was so hyped, bro. He hops up on his chair, right, and just starts wiggling his butt. Dude, that's like I don't know what the fuck it meant, but it was my top 10 favorite things.
So those of you that can't see it,
oh no, you saw. Oh,
if you don't look at our YouTube channel. Steven just got on top of the chair here and started shaking his butt.
Which, if that's not incentive for you to like look at the YouTube channel, then I don't know really what is. So get your shit together, people.
Get your shit together.
So would you? Being on the topic of Avengers, were you like horny for it, or?
I thought it was a cinematic masterpiece. Or maybe not a cinematic masterpiece, but it was fucking great. It's probably maybe the best Marvel movie that they put out so far.
Oh, for sure.
If I'm not overstepping, I definitely cried too.
I cried hard, bro. I cried before the intro. Like when you saw Hawkeye, I cried.
I thought that was like a really dope way to open the movie.
Like very dark. It was a dark movie.
Well, not just in that term, in the sense that like I wanted to know what Hawkeye's been up to, you know. So, like, to show him with his family and stuff, I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was fun. It was sad. It was, like, happy. There's a lot of good parts.
It was everything.
Yeah, it's like, I guess, everything you want.
Yeah, for sure. So, now, I know we said spoilers, so, like, how deep are we about to go into this?
Like,
I need to know. Because there's a lot of things that... I mean, the movie was really good. There's a lot of things you can unpack from it, for sure.
I feel like I don't have any more questions. I feel like I know everything's good. Like, it's good now. Like, you've satisfied...
So you have, like, no questions? I had tons of questions afterwards. I mean, not, like... There were just more, like, some things in the plot, I guess. Not really plot, but, like, I feel like they didn't follow the rules that they laid out for us throughout the movie.
What do you mean?
Does that make sense? So, when they went to go speak to, what's her name?
The ball bitch?
Yeah, the ball bitch.
Yeah.
I want to say the Ancient or something like that, right?
No.
I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, fuck you. So, like, she was talking about how the timeline stuff, so you got to bring everything back to where you took it from, or else it'll mess up the timeline.
Yeah, you have to place it back because it breaks off an alternate timeline.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you bring it back, it goes back to normal, right? So, like, one, how did Cap get the stones back? Because the ether was liquid, and then now they're putting a stone for him.
No, when Iron Man snapped his fingers, they're still there. They don't go.
No, yeah. But like when Rocket got the ether, it was in liquid form.
Yeah, but
so how's he gonna put that stone back? Is he about to give Jane Foster kidney stones?
Bro, it's Avengers,
what I need to know.
Dog, it's Avengers.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I just have extra questions.
Dude,
that was all my thing. I have extra questions afterwards.
Fat Thor, like automatically had like a braided beard. Dude,
that was great.
Impossible.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of great things about it. I just had some extra questions.
I mean, for me, it made sense when I saw it. I mean, he went back in time, placed him wherever they want, but he gets to spend as much time in the past as he wants, right? So he probably placed that last one.
But that's another thing.
Because for him, it's as long as he wants, but for everybody else, it's 5 seconds.
Well, no. But it's another thing because so when he goes back, what happens to other Cap that's back there?
What do you mean?
So Cap now, and when I say now, I mean in the presence of the movie, when he goes back in time to get all the stones and put them back to where they're supposed to be, he goes and stays with
but like remember
Peggy,
he was frozen, so he just comes back. He doesn't change that.
So they don't unfreeze that other Cap.
No,
they're just like automatically.
Well, no.
It's just like he's here.
Well, in that life, he's not Captain America. He's just Steve Rogers.
But then I feel like that throws everything else off.
No,
I'm thinking
about notebook, dude. I want to build this chick a house, bro.
Yeah,
like what do you want?
I get that, but like, what happens to? Okay, so if Cap just turns into Steve Rogers, right? But Cap's about that life. Like, I need to fight people. I need to do all this shit.
They don't know that though.
So then, like, what happens? Because like, there's a lot of shit that happens because of Cap. So none of that happens anymore, and then like, so now it should have been Hydra taking over then because he didn't do any of the Captain America stuff.
He's just going back to that timeline. Those are different times. It's time travel, bro.
Like I just have all these extra questions about.
Dude, I'd be stressed out if I was you, dude.
Like I just want to know because like that's important to me. I guess it's only important to me. If you felt like this, please let us know.
Dude, I'm stressed for you, dude. I'm sweating.
Like I just needed to know. These are questions I had. First. Shout out to my fiance. Let's go watch this movie.
Damn! Shout out to your fiance, bro. That's awesome.
So
Congrats on love, dog.
So she needs to listen to this podcast by tomorrow, so we can go see it tomorrow.
I need that one view, girl. Shit, every view counts.
For real, right? They don't understand. It's hard out here for podcasters.
Yeah, dog. Just want you to hear me, dog. Just want to be heard.
Hear my voice.
Speaking of going out to the movies, I had a revelation about something that I will simply title a date boner. So, I don't know if it's just me or maybe a couple of people that I know I've talked to before, but I've been on dates, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily like a horny thing. No, it's not. It's more like, it's like a nervous, scared boner.
So right? You get like a nervous boner.
Nervous boner. It's like a very much nervous boner. Like you're on a first date with somebody, like do you hold their hand? Are you going to kiss them at the end of the night? Is she going to pay? But anyway, if you're ever at the movies, right?
Yeah.
If you're ever at the movies and you see a guy, right? Okay. And this guy has his legs crossed. For example, no. If you're ever at the movies, right?
Mm-hmm. Again, you have to watch the YouTube video to see what Steven's doing.
Can you see, can you get the camera?
That was definitely different. Here, let's stand up. There you go. So you can see Steven better.
If you ever see a guy sitting like this at the movies, his dick is so hard, bro. He's so excited to be on that date.
Is that what that means?
That's exactly what that means, dude. Okay. Dudes don't cross their legs for no reason.
Interesting. So, interesting theory.
Now, a guy who cross legs at the movies, date boner. So it's an epidemic.
But it has to be that specific way because I sit with my legs crossed like this.
It depends on the way your dick's hanging.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a certain way.
Not everybody's dick is as massive as yours, bro. So they have to pick a side, bro. It's not Captain America or fucking Iron Man. You gotta pick a side, bro.
Call it Thor.
Podcast over. Porncast.
Hashtag no herpes.
Hashtag porncast. So anyway, date boners are an epidemic. Mm-hmm. I went to go see the movie Us, right? I did not get a date boner.
Wait, Us?
The movie Us, a while back.
Okay.
With Jordan... Michael Jordan Peele, whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Michael B. Jordan Peele. Anyway, there was a whole row full of dudes. A whole row. All legs crossed, dude.
Wait.
Just Dude, I was walking by I-13. I looked at I-13, a bunch of dudes, legs chopped right on top of another, dude. Dude, it's an epidemic, and the only way to slow down date boners, dude, stop going on dates, man.
Yeah, that's the only way. It's like
the only way.
it's like abstinence.
It's date-stinence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Date boner-stinence.
Did we just figure out a cure for date boners?
Yeah.
Date bonerism?
I think as the doctor and cure of date boners,
Okay.
I want you to take 2 to 4 weeks off dating. If you go back,
That's the only cure.
if you go back and you had the need to cross your legs, take another 2 to 4 weeks off. Okay?
And you should be cured by then, or
We'll give it a shot, brother.
Okay.
All right.
So then you're gonna essentially.
So that
just
was
have
my
no dates.
that was my rant on date boners.
So have you had a date boner?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like once a day probably. Not that I date every day, but like
I was gonna say that's a lot of.
Mo-
Well, those aren't date boners. Those are just
day boners.
Yeah,
The day
Day
boners.
boners. Exactly. Those are just day boners.
you
You're
remember-
just getting day boners now.
Do you remember getting your first boner? Is that weird to talk about?
I don't remember getting my first boner, but I remember getting boners at school.
Oh, you got boners at school?
That was always awkward.
Bro, that's
Because like you ever got like you telling me that never happened to you?
I never got hard at school. I got. My mind is made of steel.
There's no way you never got a boner at school.
I will get a boner everywhere.
And like you had to do the tuck.
Nope.
So that way, like,
Dude.
because like the teacher would call on you and shit.
If you're just listening, I'm pointing to my pinky.
You're missing out on
That's all you
the
need to know.
length over here. Yeah, like the teacher would call on you and you'd have to find a way to.
I mean, yeah, I've seen every
imagine
90s movie ever.
That's not a movie thing. That's a real life thing.
And
Right?
I never
And
got
you have to walk up to the thing and write on the chalkboard, and try not to let people know you have a boner.
Bro, I was 3'5", 440 when I was like in elementary. So anybody.
I mean, I didn't get the boners in elementary. I meant like at a normal age of high school.
Oh shit! Oh.
That's when I was getting the well. That's when I remember getting the boners.
In high school, I was like 4'4", 550. So
you still could have had.
Oh, and I wore Dickies, right? For what reason I wore Dickies? I don't fucking know, dude. I wasn't
because we went to school on the south side,
yeah,
so it was like.
So I had Dickies that were tight as fuck. Mm-hmm. So any boner I got, dude, just fucking dissipated back into me.
Cut off the blood circulation to that area.
Dude, my dick could have been way bigger if I just had more like looser pants. That's all it is.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, it's just gotta wear looser pants. We gotta let that bitch breathe, brother.
I mean,
let that
that's the only way to go.
So what were we talking? Boners. For my first boner, I remember for sure I got it outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
What?
Probably the wind hit me.
What? Yeah, that's my
the wind probably hit me at a acute angle.
You had those shorts on that you talked about last time.
I have those blue ones,
just like
with the little holes in them.
The air just went in the right way.
Them Rydell's.
Tickled your balls and you're just like,
Bro, if you got them Rydell's, the blue with the white string, and that wind hits you obtusely, it's over. Obtusely, bro. That shit can cacao.
So you had them grease shorts on.
Oh, dude, I had them
out here getting them boners.
I had chills, dude. They were multiplying.
They were,
dude.
They were in your pants,
losing control.
If you recall our last episode, we talked about sugar babies and sugar daddies.
Oh yeah, sugar dates.
So I think you saw it. You actually brought it to my attention on the Instagram.
I did?
What was going on?
Oh yeah. So yeah, because we talked about like sugar daddies and sugar babies and stuff on the last episode. I got all these men like following me on my personal Instagram account. I got followers, right? Fucking right, getting up there. But these dudes are like messaging and commenting like how much, like DM me for more info. And I was like, oh, there it is. We figured it out.
We got it. So
just hashtag.
So the next episode, Steven's going to respond to one of these sugar daddies, and he's going to set something up and see how much money he can get.
Have you ever seen Joyride?
Yes, I have.
Okay. That's the 2019 version of Joyride. Is sugar babies on Instagram.
And
dude.
Steven's going to tell us all about his journey.
Dude, I'll bring a bottle of pink champagne.
Also, I just volunteered Steven to become a sugar baby, so you heard that here first.
Dude, I hope they make movies
just
about
enjoy
it, bro.
it. Hey, someone's going to.
You're right.
What's his name? Darren from Zimbabwe? Is that what his name? I already forgot his name.
Aaron? No, yeah. Derek. Sorry, Derek.
Yeah, Zimbabwe Derek's gonna make a movie about
CDB?
about your sugar baby conquest.
My canoe brother.
At Fiesta.
Speaking of Fiesta, I went to Fiesta for the first time ever. Right? I'd never
first time ever.
I've lived in San Antonio my entire life.
Dang.
Never gone to Fiesta. Most of the time it's just because I don't really like drunk people. Right? I don't like the heat and it's always hot. I don't like that big of crowds where everybody's just like moving in one direction.
He just summed up Fiesta for you, by the way.
So I don't like that. I don't like that. But this year I was like, you know what, fuck it, I want to go. And plus it was a day where it was like 58 degrees outside. It was super rainy and nobody had ended up going to Fiesta. So it was like...
Okay, so what event did you...
Niosa.
That's the worst event
Is it really?
in the history of Fiesta.
No, I've never had chicken on a stick before. I've heard about it my entire life. The tias on Facebook post about that chicken on a stick.
Everybody loves a chicken on a stick. If you haven't had a chicken on a stick before, let me paint a picture for you. So you take a stick, like a shish kebab stick. You put essentially what's a chicken patty on the stick, like
that shit tastes like a chicken breast, bro.
Nah,
I don't know where you ate it from, dude.
But like,
I went to the Puerto Rican.
Everybody makes it differently too, but essentially what it boils down to, it's a chicken patty. All right, and you put that shit on the stick like vertically, not horizontally, and then you put a jalapeno, and then you get one of those like Hawaiian rolls and put that on top, and that's the chicken on the stick. I don't understand why people like it so much.
I think it's just the convenience of just having a hot chicken breast, and it tastes good when you're drinking. I think that plays into it. Like when I'm drunk, my ultimate drunk food is Jack in the Box, right? It's my weakness.
Curly fries.
There's a chicken sandwich they have there that is just the greatest thing about. My mouth is watering now. Right? Sorry. So when I taste that chicken on a stick, I was super horny for it because I was lit.
So that was your first time?
First time ever. So I was number one, lit.
Did you have the jalapeno on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, lit.
Yes.
Right. Second of all, hungry. And I had that chicken on the stick, and it just made my entire life. It was great. I enjoyed it. I would definitely go back to Fiesta next year. I'm glad I didn't go to Fiesta when I was younger. Maybe I would not have liked it.
I think the first time I went to Fiesta, aside from the parades,
I haven't never done. I won't do parades.
I did the parades growing up, but like actually attending a Fiesta event, I think the first time I went to one was when I was in college, and I probably had turned like 20, and we went to Niosa. So this is why I hate Niosa. So we went on...
you're scarred, bro.
Yeah,
that's why someone hurt you.
We went, and it was like college night, quote unquote, and that shit was fucking packed, bro. And when I say packed, I mean like, you know, you're touching everybody walking by. I don't know how many, like, you meet people and
culos, bro, everywhere,
exactly.
Dude, yeah.
And like it was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Just bumping into people fighting, spilling beer on you. Like it was terrible. So I never go to Niosa again.
Niosa, man, hell yeah, brother, Niosa.
That's all I hear about. I'm like, nah, you're tripping. But I did one Fiesta event, which my Fiesta events have kind of dwindled down because we went to.
Festival de Cascarones.
Well, yeah, we went there.
Wow.
That was like the one place, and like I fucking love going there because there's not a lot of people. I mean, it's still pretty packed, and like it's always good times. There's no long lines for waiting for food and for beer and stuff, so it's always good. That's put on by Texas Name San Antonio. So if y'all want to go, don't because you're gonna make me stop going.
And then also, I don't want to associate this nasty ass podcast with a prestigious school like that. I'm sorry. One. Also, when I went to Niosa there, I mean, I had no trouble getting beer at all.
No.
It was.
Was it like because you went early?
No, we
Did
went.
you leave early?
We went at 7:30 and stayed till it closed, and it was just that day was super rainy.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, next year I was like, it's gonna be gross. Next year, I'm glad I got it over with now.
Yeah, next year.
So now I know what it's like.
Perfect weather outside.
Fuck that.
You're gonna see all 75 of your aunts and uncles out there.
Oh, I did see a cousin. I saw one cousin, dude. First time in Niosa, saw a cousin. That should be like an achievement unlocked in life.
That's like
there.
Yeah,
I should get like a free car payment for that. That's how.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of Necias out there. I saw all y'all dirty girls. You ever see girls that they pick up their foot and it's black on the bottom, and then when they try to reach their toe to get their chancla back, and there's like black spots on the chancla. Mm-hmm. All y'all were at Fiesta, dude. I saw all y'all with all the cups.
I don't get it.
With a fucking Bud Light necklace, all fucked up.
That's how they do it.
Yep. You know what? I respect it though because that's. you gotta be hard to not give a fuck about cleaning the bottom of your feet. Because if you can't clean the bottom of your feet, that's the easiest shit to clean. When you're standing in the shower, exactly.
You're in the water.
Like who the fuck scrubs their feet?
You're in the water.
Exactly.
Like,
So if you got
should roll off your feet.
Dude, if you got black feet, leave them chocolates at home, bro. Like you're adapted to the ground. You don't eat them.
But yeah, that happens a lot. We're telling you about the kind of sides of Fiesta.
People you see at Fiesta. Oh, dude, neck tats, bro.
Everywhere.
Shout out neck tats.
Yep. I mean, what would you get?
Just puto.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well go all out. I feel like
put Pluto, but
I feel like the Fiesta Necias have become more part of Fiesta recently because of. Do you remember hearing about Fiesta Sucia?
That girl who was dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all over.
I saw her on Ken's 5.
Yeah.
6.
She made it pretty famous, man. And I feel like she just made it like a normalcy, and people are like starting to come out and like.
Is she related to that Spurs guy?
The nombre.
Yeah, let's go. That guy. Are they related?
I don't know.
Dude, I feel like all the people who come out
right?
all the viral people, like hide your kids, hide your wife, they're all related, bro.
Yeah. They should be. I mean, that has to be like a criteria.
I feel like we can easily come up with.
Side note that Fiesta Sucia chick is actually pregnant, and she didn't make an appearance because of that.
Well, at least she's respecting her baby.
Shout out to her baby.
Shout out good mothers.
Yeah, right. Shout out good mothers.
I'm all about a comeback story, dude. I love a comeback story.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
the guy came on her back. Now she's pregnant. Now she's coming back. She's like, comeback stories.
Or
comeback stories.
Face down on the ground to get a baby in the mound.
Comeback story. I get it. Okay, I'm there with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
She did it.
That's a 180, bro.
That is,
dude. She's the Robert Downey Jr. of Fiesta.
That's the Fiesta love story. Go to Fiesta, dance like a Sucia,
get famous.
Find a man. Find your love.
A couple mans.
Yeah, she found a few.
Find
one that sticks. And get pregnant. Live the rest of your life, I guess, happily ever after.
She'll be back in a couple years with the kid, bro. Fucking hanging off the side. And shit,
if she doesn't, bro. That's gonna be a sad time for Fiesta.
Literally, I was at Fiesta, right, and everybody was walking into the beer booths, and there was, women with their kids, right, and all of a sudden you hear, boom, ba-da, da, 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 da. You hear a bitty bomb come on.
They all ran out.
All dropped their kids, dude. I look back on the floor, dude. There's like 13 babies crawling around, dude. They're like little mealworms, dude.
But they didn't drop their beer.
No, they kept the beer. Said, fuck little Hector, bro.
One's gotta go. Sorry, baby.
When you hear that first beat, ba-doom, they just all fuck Hector.
It's like, what are you doing for me, baby? Nothing. So they dropped him.
That was a true sight I saw at Fiesta this year. So yeah, that was my Fiesta experience this year. I was pretty excited about it.
That's not bad. Like for your first time going and like getting to like see shit and not have to worry about lines and stuff. Yeah. That's not a bad Fiesta time.
That was a good Fiesta time.
TBH. TBH.
So last night was Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
If you're into Game of Thrones, like we are, it's just like last night was just I was waiting for it all week long. I even rewatched the first 2 episodes leading up to it.
Dang.
Right, so I got into it, bro. I went and got some Chinese food. I went a little hard.
Made a little night of it. Did you light some candles,
dude? No, I turned away the pictures on my pants. But it was intense. It was incredible, and the episode left me pissed off.
Why?
This dude. Spoiler alert! Like literally, if you watch
Game of Thrones, tell me why.
Skip like 3 or 4 minutes ahead. Why the fuck are you gonna kill the Night King?
3 or 4 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, podcast.
Why the fuck are you gonna kill the Night King?
Why not?
First scene, entire Game of Thrones. What is it? White Walkers.
Yeah.
What has been the whole thing? Winter is coming. Winter is coming. The dead are coming. This is coming.
They came and they got killed.
Okay, but in the 3rd episode.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like it felt like it was too early.
I'm like, and then I get it. Arya's don't get me wrong. Arya's probably one of the better ones to actually kill the White Walker because I mean they've been showing how incredibly stealthy and how much she's trained and her talents.
Which, by the way. That little scene of her sneaking through that library, fucking dope.
That was a great scene.
Okay, continue.
That wasn't even like a horror movie. That's how good that was.
Yeah.
So she was definitely a good candidate to actually kill the Night King. Mm-hmm. But I think if you're for a TV show watcher, like it makes sense. as a book reader, from like being really hardcore into it and trying to understand that the fact that they try to take from the books and kind of follow that storyline, because if you're deep into the books, there's so many crevices that these stories fall into that you can make or try to put these storylines out there and prophecies and things that you feel are supposed to happen because that's how you wrap up storylines. And I just feel with killing the Night King, that does not do anything. I mean, Bronn gave a half-assed explanation, like, oh, he wants to erase the world of all his memories. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
So, I think that's happening because they don't have a book to go off of.
Exactly.
So,
and it feels lazy, bro. It feels lazy.
Like, the creator, dude, George R.R., since he hasn't written the book yet,
but he told them.
He just told them like key points. So they're building.
But they're building a fucking.
And it's kind of like
this is like last night's episode was like it was like watching an Avengers movie, dude. Everybody's all back to back with their swords and shit. Get out of here, dude. That's not Game of Thrones, dude. Did you watch The Red Wedding?
Yes.
That shit in the last 3 seasons, nothing like that could happen.
Nah.
They just don't do it anymore. But apparently, they are making a prequel about the Night King and the creation of the White Walkers. And I think that maybe they cut that storyline not short, but ended it abruptly so that people can tune in to the prequel. You know, I mean, either that or the Night King's not dead, which is definitely a possibility because something was going on with Bran.
I feel like Bran is an annoying piece of shit.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Bran he's the
like he's just there. And like letting his eyes roll and like warging into like random shit.
That's
like not into random shit. Like I needed him to do it into like I wanted him to go into like a dragon.
Yeah, I mean that
was fucking dope. Like that would have been dope. But instead he just went to a fucking crow and almost died.
Oh, but a lot of me feels that Bronn and the Night King are very, very connected.
They are,
right?
Yeah.
If you really good in the lore of the books and Bran the Builder and how he was the one that built the wall to put the White Walkers away, stuff like that. You kind of have this inclination that that's not over with. That storyline, I feel in my heart, is truly not wrapped up, because where the Night King died, the Weirwood tree, that plays a significant factor. That's why Bronn was waiting there. Yeah. He knew the Night King needed to go find him, and he knew where to go, the Weirwood tree. You know, that's where he taps into what he can do with his green seeing abilities and stuff like that. So I hope that storyline is not over, because I get the whole Cersei thing, and it's the battle for the throne. That's what it's always been, too, is for the throne. But I just feel like there's a little bit more of that storyline, either an explanation or like a Bronn scene that can be explained to us. And that would really fulfill me as a watcher.
I wholeheartedly feel you're not going to be fulfilled.
I probably won't. I probably feel like this next episode is build up before the battle with Cersei, then it's the battle with Cersei, and then it's the aftermath.
The last two episodes are going to be of who's going to take the crown.
Gaga, bro. This would be Game of Thrones.
I feel like
I was down for you since day one, man.
That's exactly
day one. I was down.
I feel like that's not happening. How do you not want to die?
How do I not want to die?
Yeah.
How do I not want to die?
So I started thinking about this.
Go ahead. If you already thought about it, you go ahead.
I mean, I haven't really thought about. I mean, there's one way that I thought about it, but like the only reason I thought about this is because I was on the lines. And they were mentioning there was like some Uber driver that killed a UFC fighter or something. I really didn't read too much into it, but then like it made me think like, damn, getting killed by your Uber driver, like that's gotta suck, right? Like
at least a
RIP, right? RIP.
Did I use a coupon? Like, did you use a coupon?
He might have, like you know, that's probably why.
Dude, if you go out using a coupon, dude, that's the worst. Like, that's my answer. My answer for ways I don't want to die is getting killed by my Uber driver while using an Uber coupon.
Dang, that's really specific.
All right, just so you know.
My whole thing is, like, I don't want to, like, I guess if I'm gonna die, I don't want to like drown.
Oh, drowning is for sure up there. I can't swim, bro. I can't swim. This life sucks.
Like I've almost drowned before, right? Like so we're gonna talk about childhood memories in this one, as well, in this instance. So, we went. One of my cousins was having a birthday party at a pool.
Yeah.
And at this pool, they had like an Olympic high diving thing.
Fuck
right?
that, dude.
And
how high?
Oh, dude, fucking high.
Method Man or Snoop Dogg?
Probably Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg high, bro?
Like, well, it was high to me, right? It was, and like, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump off of here, right? So I jumped off, and like I guess I went head first, and the pool itself where you're jumping into is like 20 feet deep. Right?
Dude, I just see blood, bro. I just see a pool full of blood.
You're diving in. So like
body parts, bro.
I go jump in, all cool, like woo, do the dive, and I'm coming back up, and about halfway I run out of breath, air. And
I'm laughing, my bad. I'm glad you're here, man.
I'm like struggling to get up there, and I'm just thinking like, holy fuck, I'm about to die. Like no one's around me, or I assume no one's around me. I don't know, but like I'm struggling to get to the top, and I'm like my fucking first 10 years of my life are flashing through my life. So I'm thinking I'm never gonna have sex. I never got to masturbate.
Fucking wrestling, bro. All the good shit in wrestling.
Yeah, like all the wrestling shit that I wasted my time doing all this other stuff.
You'll never see Iron Man?
Yeah, dude. Like I was about to miss out on everything. Avengers, Game of Thrones, like everything.
Spurs winning championships.
Everything, dude. I was so upset. And then I made it to the top, and I finally took a big breath. And like from that point in my life, I've always had this like, if I'm gonna die, I don't want to die drowning.
Yeah,
because that's fucking
drowning's
terrible.
Drowning's gonna suck.
Like terrible.
That's, honestly, like if I'm not going out that, I mean, there's a lot of like ways I wouldn't want to die. Like I don't want to die with like a fucking plunger up my ass. Like obviously, like things like that. Nothing like demasculating. But not that there's anything wrong with plungers in your ass, but it's not my thing.
Yeah,
shout out to plungers.
It's not everybody's thing.
Exactly. Most. Yeah, drowning for sure. I can't swim. Right, but I love water. I love getting in water. I love the tube. You go beach and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I like that stuff, but I'm terrified of drowning. And I've tried to float. I can't even fucking float, bro. I can't do that. That's so hard for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like mind over matter. I'm gonna get it one day. That's my goal.
You got this.
Either that or I'm gonna die drowning.
Well, let's not do that.
Yeah. So one time we went to the river, and it was me and a bunch of my friends, and Chris was there. Our mutual friend, Chris. One of the best guys I've ever met in my entire life. Shout out Chris Trevino. I love you.
Dang, put the whole name out there.
Yeah, Chris Burns Red on Instagram. Follow that bitch. Anyway, so we're tubing, right? I cannot swim. Everybody knows this. Chris is about 6'12", right? So he can touch the bottom of the ocean no matter what, no matter where he at.
No matter where he at.
So he's good.
Pacific Ocean.
So he was like, he pulled me out of my tube at the end of the tubing cycle. Uh-huh. So for one, I'm dying because like I'm at this point I'm like 5'2", 880, right? And I'm hanging on the edge of my tube, and I'm trying to fucking swim and get to the edge, and I go and I step on the rock, and it had to have been just doo doo. I might have just stepped and slipped in some doo doo because I slipped backwards and I went. My fucking friend Drea, shout out Drea and Mila, comes to save the day, picks me up, and that was my last time I almost drowned. I don't want to do that.
Drown?
No, for sure no.
Yeah, no.
I had these cool ideas. Sometimes I just write them down, right? And I was in my phone, kind of looking through my ideas, and one of them was, imagine if Grand Theft Auto, right? Mm-hmm. You know Grand Theft Auto, the video game where you go hijack cars and shoot people and do missions and stuff. Imagine if it was in San Antonio.
Okay.
How fucking fun would that be to drive around? like where would you go? Like where would you rob first?
Dang, that's hard.
I go to Alamo Ranch, bro.
So when is this taking place?
2000 now.
2000 now? 2000 now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Alamo Ranch?
If you die, you respawn at HEB.
Obviously.
You have to respawn at HEB, and you can go inside and get whatever you need. You fucking get that.
Get some Topo Chico.
Some Topo Chico. You get the HEB steaks, bro. Mm-hmm. The HEB chips. The HEB Doritos. Got the best powder ever, dude.
They're really powdery.
Fuck regular Doritos. We'll never get that sponsor.
They're really. Hey,
we'll never
like Doritos.
You might like them, but I love them, brother. HEB Doritos got the dust.
They got fucking dust for days.
Give me the dust, bro. Yes, dude. I'm all about Cheeto dust, dude. Like if I was like a spy. And like okay, bitch, listen. Listen, if I was like a spy and like I had to like sneak around and like ward off like criminals or security, I'd blow some like hot Cheeto dust like that, some hot Cheeto dust to the eyes, bro. You ever rub your eyes after like a hot Cheeto or a Taki?
No.
Oh, dude, you fuck yourself up, dude. I went blind in my left eye for a month. I don't want to do that. Straight Takis, dude.
Takis are fucking disgusting.
Dude, Takis aren't bad.
I don't want a Taki sponsorship. Don't sponsor us.
You're a slut. You're a fucking slut. Bro. I'll call you out right here. You're a fucking slut.
They're fucking gross.
French is slut.
Nothing good about Takis.
Snacks. What are some? Get the fuck away from me if you eat that food. Olives.
I'll fucking
dude.
That's fucking
dude.
disgusting.
If you eat olives, dude, don't fucking breathe near me, bro. Don't even look at
for real. Onions.
What time? Oh wait, I'm not done with olives yet.
Oh shit. I'm
mad at these homies.
I can tell.
Who hurt you, dog? Olives, dude.
For real.
Olives.
There's some like hate in your heart and also some sadness.
When one time my mom, she had put this this jar out in the middle of the table in the kitchen. And from a distance, from a good yonder, bro. From a good yonder.
And you got played by your mom?
Straight up, dude. By the way, if I have a new dog, I'm gonna name him Yonder. I walked by and I thought they were grapes. Handful.
Oh my god.
Lost them, dude. Just
that's the worst.
I might have even swallowed one without chewing.
That is the worst.
Took the first bite and like my dick and testiculars, they went into my stomach, dude. And I went, kicked it right back out. So don't fuck with olives.
Olives are gross.
Onions are good.
They're okay. I mean,
caramelized onions.
It depends on how you're eating them.
If you just straight bite it out the crunch,
straight bite it. That's
shout out Little Arnold, dude. My cousin Little Arnold, he just goes straight.
My cousin Little Bobby.
Dude, if we get Little Arnold and Little Bobby together,
he fucking straight munched the onion after we were like barbecuing, and he was like, "Hey, can I have that onion?" And I was like, "Listen up, little boy."
Hey, back the fuck off, Bobby!
Like, you're not about to eat this fucking onion. And he was like, "Come on, man."
Was it cooked at all or was it raw?
I mean, it was
have a char?
cooked, yeah, because like it was just like we had we had used it to clean the fucking pit first off, and then like we just left it there because it's supposed to like add shit. Yeah, and then he was just like, "Can I eat it?" And I was like, "Look,
dude, describe it. I want to know what Little Bobby looks like.
Busted head ass boy. Like,
tell me about Little Bobby, dude. Like, I want to know more about him. Like, how old is he?
He's 17.
Oh fuck! I thought he was like 30.
No, he's like 17.
My cousin Little Arnold's like 35.
Nah, he's 17, man. He's 17.
Oh fuck!
He's like a normal kid.
Little Bobby, bro.
Yeah, his dad's Big Bobby, so we call him Little Bobby.
Is he cool or tell me more about him?
I mean, he's kind of.
Haven't met him? Probably.
You probably have. He's probably been one of my 75 cousins that's walked into this door.
Dude, they're
he's
actually like
he's a little bit taller than me. He has glasses.
You know that scene in Game of Thrones where they're on the ice, they're top of the little ice hill in last season, and all the White Walkers surround them in a circle.
Oh yeah.
Dude, straight up, I was at your house one time and all your cousins surrounded me in a circle. If you're not watching on YouTube, you won't get it because I'm gonna put the picture right there.
That's what they do. That's how they find out what you're all about.
Like if we ever get like a lot of viewers and you guys ever want to see us like do funky shit like that, like if you ever want to see us like maybe we play like
maybe we eat onion,
dude. Maybe we eat ass or eat onion, bro. Same thing, bro. If you, bro. See, I'm talking shit, bro, about ugly snacks, bro.
Hey, somebody out there likes.
That's not a nasty snack. Nobody doesn't even ask. Nobody doesn't know he is.
Nobody.
We could do this game to where like maybe we'll flick it and one half side is Eric and one is Steven, and whatever it lands on, that person has to do the challenge.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a good episode.
I would say once we get to like 500 subscribers.
Jeez. Nah, I'd say 100.
1,000.
Let's get 100 subscribers.
Bro, I'm not eating onion for 100
yes,
people,
dude,
bro.
fuck more
you.
people.
Get out.
So we gotta get 100 people to subscribe to Instagram. Would that be a good one?
No.
What do you want to subscribe to?
iTunes.
Okay.
iTunes and YouTube, that's where we want you guys at. So if
or
you
Spotify. Because not everybody, I don't fucking have iTunes.
We don't need iTunes, you see the Apple Podcast app.
There's not even one on Android.
On
Android. So
first of all, back to this bullshit. Back to this bullshit.
Spotify. Damn it. Apple Podcasts and YouTube.
I'll make out with Eric's foot.
All three of them have to be at 100, and we'll do a total of 5.
Yeah, 5 challenges.
5 challenges, and we'll let y'all decide what they are.
Yeah, whatever. I'm down.
That's fun.
Yeah. I rip my toenail off. Dude, for 100 subscribers, I'll rip a toenail off.
I would not, so don't fucking. That's one of the things.
Yes, dude. Let's do some pain challenges.
Bitch, I'm not ripping off a fucking toenail.
Dude, I know a couple people that are willing to kick me in the nuts for free. Has a girl ever hit you in the nuts?
No.
No? Not by accident.
Not purposefully.
I mean, like,
not purposefully. Like, it's happened on accident.
Have you ever had like a situation where a girl's like slapped you or kicked you in the balls or something like that you can talk about?
Slapped or kicked in the balls. I think I've been slapped once.
I got slapped once. Anyway, she slapped me in like 6th grade, and she slapped the wrong fat dude with glasses, bro. Which I was pissed, dude. She slapped me, and I was like, I'm not whoever it was. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she ran and picked up my glasses, dude. And I was like, so I started telling everybody a story. I was like, oh, I got slapped because I smacked that ass. I'm just joking.
Wow. We don't condone that behavior.
Yeah,
on this
we're in
podcast.
6th grade or 7th.
No, none of that.
But
it's frowned upon.
Yeah, that was a fun time. I think I had an interesting like elementary, like middle school and all that. Because I was very awkward. I was very heavy.
Did you ever get? So you got picked on a lot? Is that what you're
Oh, bro! You know the kids in kindergarten used to tell me I was pregnant, dude.
Oh my god!
Straight up, bro. Like
what's going on?
It was all the kids that wore like Pumas. And like the soccer kids, right? The soccer, excuse my language. The kids from Mexico, they would just make fun of me and tell me I was pregnant in like kindergarten.
Did they tell you in Spanish though?
Estás pregunto, güey.
I don't think that's it, but let's go with it.
That means question.
I was like, yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, no, not Spanish. It was in English, so I could understand because I looked American as fuck. And I mean, I was a little heavy kid. I had pimples in like 5th grade, like easy. I had pimples early.
Dang. Stephen hit puberty when he was in 4th grade.
Dude, I was born with puberty. I was born with hairy balls, dude. That's actually a myth. I tell my family. Yeah, born with hairy balls.
4th grade was a bad year for me. I moved to a new school, and I got picked on heavily there.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I was fat. I also had bigger glasses than I have on now. Like,
did you look Asian when you were little?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, if you look Asian, bro, they made fun of you. They weren't Asians back then.
I'm sure I did.
No.
But the glasses I had, they're like the glasses that are now popular all of a sudden.
Oh, the big daddies?
Yeah. Like, where the fuck was that when I was in 4th grade? I was fucking.
Yeah,
like,
that's like saying, where the fuck are Jenko jeans right now, bro?
I mean, I'm still wearing
in the closet.
Wear those
in the closet, eh?
Like, I don't know, dude. They just picked on me for no reason. I mean, I was a cool kid. I assume. I don't know. I don't remember. I probably wasn't.
4th grade was a tight year. You know what would be a fun segment on the podcast is if every week we did a random year, right, of our lives, right? Maybe like that we would remember, like say like 1997 upward or 96 upward, right? And whether we talk about things that happened in our life, or maybe we talk about like the movies that came out, or the music, or what it was like then, or kind of what we remember about that. That'd be a fun segment. So if you're listening to the podcast and you like that, half of y'all text me. So for me to text me, let me know what you think. If you don't have my number,
damn, no one texted me.
Oh my bad, dude. I got a couple fans, dude.
I
got some real fans out there.
Nobody I know watches, listens, or does anything for this podcast.
Dude, then my fans are your fans, bro.
Except for my fiance, she's a real one.
That's what's up, brother. That's why we lock that shit down, dude.
That's why. That's why she's number one draft pick in my heart. God damn, bro.
Not like that? My bad. My bad, girl. Sorry. I can cut that if you want.
No, sorry. That's pretty funny.
Hey, look, if you hear this in the middle of the night, grandma's making tamales, bro, or someone's fucking. You're fucking or you're fucking with tamales, dude. Either way. But it's great. But I legit have to the two people I know that listen to this podcast religiously. Thank you, and I appreciate you very much.
Not just him. I also appreciate
he does too. So I was about to say that it's fun.
But go ahead and send it out to other people so they can fucking listen to it.
Yeah,
right? If you're gonna listen to us religiously like that, might as well pass that shit on.
Yeah.
People out here need to hear us.
Yeah, either use it or you lose it.
Yeah, that's what I was told. That's why I started masturbating a little early.
We're gonna end the podcast
Just kidding. Did not masturbate religiously. So, as a man, I'm not sure how you ladies do this.
I don't know what I am yet.
So I identify as a man. Steven is non-binary.
I identify as a fucking door. I identify as a doorknob.
Okay, so the doorknobs that are listening to this.
Open me.
Oh, God.
Twist my lock.
Oh, my goodness.
Tell me more.
This is aggressive.
There's a key, put it in.
Hashtag no herpes.
Don't forget the lock above.
Hashtag no herpes.
Hit that button on the ring.
Hashtag no herpes.
Oh my God, it's Cousin Jeff.
It's Cousin Jeff.
That's Jerf. All right.
Oh, Jerf. Go for it. So, when you go to the restroom, I'm going to paint you a picture. You walk into a restroom, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 stalls, 3 urinals, and then, 3 toilets.
I'm missing.
How do you how do you approach the urinals and the restrooms, the restroom toilet areas? So like you have one urinal, and then you leave a space, and then the person's supposed to go in that other empty urinal, right?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that obeys that?
I think there should be like a spacing out pattern.
Yes.
Right? Because I think about the restrooms at work, right?
Okay.
I use the restroom probably about 14, 15 times a day, right? I piss a lot. I drink a lot of water.
Understandable.
So I usually use a urinal. Now, if say there's 5 urinals, right? There's usually a little mini one and then 4 Reggies.
Yeah.
Right? If there's a dude on the second one, you're gonna skip one and go to the other.
Yes.
But there's always that one dude who throws off the pattern.
Doesn't fucking know where to go.
Exactly. So he's on the second. So someone's on the second one, but this motherfucker goes to number 4 down at the bottom. So there's 2 next to each other. You can't go here because you're on the little one. The creepiest thing you can do if you're not a little person, don't use or kid. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. If you're not a little person or a kid, don't use the fucking fixed camera.
Sorry.
Don't use the little urinal. Use the fucking big urinal.
Yes. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. And people don't fucking follow that rule. And like, I'm sorry, bro, I don't want to piss next to you.
Speaking of, I feel you hard.
Right?
I feel you real hard.
Yeah.
I feel you real hard. When I used to work at, we'll call this, it rhymes with Sneers. I used to work there, right? It was a department store, Sneers. Mm-hmm. And I used to work there, and I used to have to do kind of whatever. I was like undercover, like security.
Undercover brother.
And
hell yeah, brother.
We would get called out to like clean up vomit because kids would fucking throw up.
Kids are the worst.
Right, so I wouldn't mind cleaning up a little vomit here and there. Nothing really grosses me out. Until one time, I walked, they go, there's shit.
Oh.
Right, human shit. In the, I'm sorry if you're grossed out by this, but it's life. You have a butthole. If you're listening to this, you have a butthole. Get over it.
What if they don't?
Then hit me up, bro. Free anal. No, I'm just kidding. But what I would say is, oh god damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so they called us and they're like, well, there's a piece of shit to clean up, and I was like, oh fuck. So we spun it, or it's not spun it, but we picked somebody to go.
Spun the shit.
Spin the shit on the bottle.
Yeah,
bro.
like what's it?
Well, we drew, kind of like drew straws. Who was gonna go clean it up, and I lost. And so I had to go clean up the shit. And imagine you're walking up to a urinal, right, to go piss.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
And right where your ass would be, as if you were to squat down in front of the urinal, facing the urinal, a large pile of human shit.
Okay.
So someone went into the restroom, saw 9 empty stalls. I mean, it's fucking Sunday at 10 a.m. Only the old people are there at the mall.
Okay.
Decided, you know what? My ass is about to implode. Let me take a piss first. So you walk up to the urinal.
It's obviously the right reaction.
And then you're like, you know what? Let me just not whip my dick out, but let me pull my pants down as well. Yeah. So then this fool pulls his pants down and just takes a shit right in front of the urinal. And it's a heaping, like, you know Jurassic Park where the doo-doo is on the screen? I'll show you on the screen right here. That's what it was like, dude. And I put fucking trash bags over me, dude. I cut my circulation,
bro. Smelled right. You probably smelled terrible.
Oh, dude, when you scoop into it. I'm done with that conversation. So no more shit stories.
Well, I kind of want to go on this little shitty trail we've laid.
Shit on me, bro.
So you walk in to the restroom. All right, not as a person who has to clean it up, but you walk into the restroom. You see someone took a shit at the urinal area when you. So do you go pee? Not like, so obviously like there's the shitty urinal and then there's the urinal next to it that doesn't have shit, but you really got to take a piss. Right?
Listening?
Do you piss and then leave, or do you?
Oh, I don't go at all.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, I go to fucking JC.
You get the fuck out,
bro.
Interesting.
I go to JC.
I would probably still take that piss.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Even with the shit everywhere?
Yeah. Just because it's not really affecting how I'm gonna take this piss, other than the fucking gagging that I'm gonna be doing because of the smell. Yeah. Other than that, like I think I'd be fine.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I can see that.
Another question following up on this.
I feel gross right now, bro.
Bathroom etiquette we're talking about.
It's just life. This is life etiquette.
What's the policy on if there's two restrooms?
Oh.
Right. Well, no. 2 restrooms, and there's 2 people in there using them, taking a shit. There's obviously the urinals, and you have to take a shit. And you're at DEFCON 5. You're prairie dogging, like there's nothing.
That's what it's called. Prairie dogging.
You can't.
I called it rat cellaring for like a minute, bro. Prairie dogging.
You can't hold it in. Like you're trying to squeeze your butt cheeks as hard as you can, and you can't hold it in.
School's mine.
And they're not coming out yet from those. What do? Do you shit in the trash can? Do you turn around and
I've shit in a trash can before. Funny story. Shit in trash cans. By the way, that's my answer.
Shit in the trash can?
My dad's awesome. He's an interesting character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one day he was in a pretty bad mood, and I didn't want to bother him. Like a long day at work, he just wanted to shower and relax. So I had to shit.
Huh?
Yeah, I shit in a trash can at home. Fuck you, dude. I'm not even done with the story. You already judged me, dude.
All the places to shit.
I used the good trash can too.
I mean, if you're gonna use one, that's
so he was taking a shower. And he had been taking a while. It's like, oh, fuck, I really want to bother him. And I'm fucking like, there's hands coming out of my ass, ripping my cheeks apart, dude. That's how much it's coming out.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, oh, my God. So I just go and I grab the trash can. I grab the recycled trash can.
Oh, God.
Right, which is usually the cleaner one because the only recycled stuff goes in there. And I just, oh, God.
Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
This is probably like, I would say I was maybe 18 or 19.
Okay,
so maybe 7 or 8 years ago.
Because I was trying to think of like how long ago they gave us recycled trash cans.
Oh, not those kind. This was, we would keep one inside the house for like bottles or cans, and we would just take that one out. Okay. So I went and grabbed that one because it was empty, and I took it all the way to my room. I stood up on a chair because it was a tall trash can. And I was like at least 3'4" back then. I stood up on a chair and just unleashed inside the trash can.
Exploded ass.
As soon as I let go, the fucking water in the restroom turned off, and I hear the door open, the fucking towel run, and I'm just like, oh my God! And now I have to explain why there's shit in the trash can. So we just threw the trash can and set the bigger trash can outside, and that was the end of that.
You just didn't wash it out?
Nah, bro.
I mean,
would you use a shit-filled trash can?
As long as you cleaned it up.
I'm done, bro.
I would have done it.
I'm done.
I would have done it. I would have done it. It just makes sense. Have you ever shitted yourself?
Plenty of times, dude.
All
the time, actually.
Like sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've only done that once. I felt very weird.
Where'd you shit yourself at?
What do you mean, like in my pants?
No, like where? Public, at home? Was it a shart?
It was definitely a shit. Driving home, I thought I could make it. Turns out I couldn't, and it just like.
Give me more. I want to know what you were feeling. Where were you coming from? What were you doing?
Okay,
how old were you? Paint the fucking picture.
All right, so this is the worst part because it was like not too long ago.
All right, cool. Yeah,
it was like
I got one that was last week.
Maybe like 2 years ago. Had a few drinks. I wasn't drunk. Though, like I was still good, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna be fine. And then, like, I guess what I ate just started
creeping up on you.
It started churtling in my stomach, and then you have those 6 or 7 like warning farts.
Oh, I call them the fucking tremors, bro.
Yeah, like they're
the ass tremors.
They're essentially like making your butthole bigger for you, so that way it just comes out easier.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I got to like number 5, and I was like, oh fuck. Like I'm getting closer. I'm about to explode ass right now, and so like I switched tighter, sweating, fucking drenched. I could
you almost black out.
Yeah, like my shirt's getting wet.
The sound goes away for a minute, and it's like
I started getting tunnel vision on the highway, and like nothing's making sense to me. Up's down, down's up, left is right, right is left.
Your ass is your elbow, bro.
Yeah,
you're fucking shitting like this.
I'm just there. We're going on a fucking journey at this point, right?
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I'm like, oh come on, you can make it, right? And then fart number 6 comes out, and I'm just like, oh, and you can feel it. It's like,
the leak, bro.
Yeah,
the leak.
You can feel it coming. I'm like, nah,
the Hershey squirt.
Nah, I'm gonna make it, right? So I'm jumping up and down in my seat while I'm driving. Then I get home, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make it. So fumble the keys, bend down, fart number 7, and then put the key in the door. When I turn to open it, not only does the door open, no, it's because of the thing. Not only does the door open, but my ass opens, and it all just came out.
in pieces or just?
Nah, just like fucking exploding.
Is this
ass,
here?
Bro. I can't tell you where it happened at.
Because there's a brown stain outside your front door, bro.
Just
because it's fucking like heat marks and shit. Like this little kid carved into it.
It just came out and it just. Like I felt better, but at the same time, like I felt gross.
Yeah,
like,
I just had to walk inside.
Just ass all over myself.
Still shower.
Yeah, then you take a shower and then, like, oh.
You know, for situations like this, I've got the perfect thing. If you're ever at home,
I'm nervous,
and you see there's maybe a little bit of toilet paper left, right?
Some background music.
Yeah, hit me with that. You see a little bit of toilet paper left. I want you to grab that motherfucker. I want you to wrap it around to your face. If you feel like you're going to have an accident, I need you to stick it straight up your ass. I need you to clench and then pull the fingers right out. It's called a man pond, baby.
That was good.
Man pond coming soon.
Damn. That's good, yeah.
So
that's good, yeah.
That
felt like a good place to end.
That feels like a good place to end it with y'all. I hope you enjoyed that song there. We'll make it available on iTunes, and Spotify.
Yep.
Had a good podcast today with you, my friend.
That was fun.
We will try to be more frequent. We just had a week off, had to get things in order.
Yeah.
Life's a little stressed out sometimes, so we make it work. But I appreciate you, Eric. I wish you would bump me here on camera.
Boom.
I'll bump you later.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody who watches and who listens. So I will try to have this up at the earliest tomorrow, Tuesday, if not Wednesday. It's hard. I'm learning to edit these things and put it all together with the video, so don't rag me too hard. I love all you, Eric.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for patiently waiting for us to come back with our velvety tones into your ears, into your ear sockets, and I think we can get back on track.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
In a couple days. By the way, we are on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, you name any sort of podcast that you listen to this on, you just search Hell Yeah Brother Podcast, you'll find us. Instagram, HYB Pod. Instagram for Eric is going to be
Stratagrams_.
Stratagrams_, and then I'm at Stephen Ray _. Follow us on all social medias at HYB Pod.
We're on Twitter, at HYB Pod. I'm the only one on Twitter.
I don't tweet.
I think it's a Strata Tweets. Or tweet, something like that. It's one of those two.
If you ever want to creep on my old tweets, you just go to Twitter and you just
ask for Steve.
You search at Stephen Ray with 2 Y's. Go back like 3 or 4 years and you'll see the best tweets you'll ever see in your entire life. Just want you to know that.
It's when he hit his prime.
Oh, dude, that I was in it. Anyway,
thanks for listening.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.